Magnus Carlsen, born November 30th, 1990, is a Norwegian chess grandmaster. Carlsen is a five-time world chess champion, the reigning five-time world rapid chess champion, the reigning seven-time world blitz chess champion, and the reigning chess World Cup champion. Carlsen became world chess champion in 2013 by defeating Viswanathan Anand. He retained his title against Anand the following year. He defended his classical world title against Sergei Karjakin in 2016, Fabiano Caruana in 2018, and Ian Nepomniachtchi in 2021. Nepomniachtchi qualified again for the title match in 2023, but this time Carlsen declined to defend his title. Viswanathan Anand, the 15th undisputed chess champion and surely the greatest Indian chess player of all time, was born on December 11, 1969, in Tamil Nadu, the southeasternmost state in India. Anand, noted for playing quickly early in his career, competed for the Classical Championship in 1995 and was FIDE champion from 2000 to 2002 before claiming the reunited title in 2007. He held that title for 6 years until 2013 and has also had a productive post-championship career at an age when many other top players have retired. Magnus Carlsen playing as white versus Viswanathan Anand playing as black. 8th Tal Memorial, Moscow 2013. Magnus Carlsen tried to play down the significance of his crushing round 5 victory in the Tal Memorial against world champion Viswanathan Anand, but the stoney look on. Anand's face told its own story. Carlsen played a line of the Nimzo-Indian that Anand hadn't played in a decade. Carlsen was reasonably impressive in this game, but Anand was barely recognizable this day.
This is the Nimzo-Indian defense, Reshevsky variation. This is an important decision. Black could also play x5, fixing the structure, but he preferred to retain flexibility. White could exchange knights on d5 and black on c3, arriving at a different structure in each case. Carlsen's goal wasn't to achieve an overwhelming advantage in the opening. His objective was more modest and practical, noting, "I chose a line he hadn't faced for a long time." Hopefully, he wouldn't be too prepared for that. Now, in response to an exchange on c3, white can recapture with the bishop and occupy the long diagonal if black plays c5. Anand varies from his game against Aronian in the 2000 for Calvi Olympiad, where he achieved a reasonable position after knight takes c3, bishop takes c3, etc. This game was drawn in 39 moves after a complex struggle, but when he commented on the game in Informator, he indicated his dissatisfaction with his moves. He marked them as dubious and suggested the move played in this game. Another idea is knight 5 to f6 with the idea of e5. So white opted to define the structure. Black must now choose how to place his pieces and decide whether the c5 advance suits him, with the possible appearance of hanging pawns, and if so, no less important will be the timing of it. This is the most natural answer. It defends d5 and maintains the possibility of playing c5. Best move, the bishop exchange is convenient for white. It would get rid of the bishop, which is blocked in by its own pawns, in exchange for black's good bishop. Here, and on the next move, Black had the option of avoiding the bishop exchange by playing c5, but everything suggests that he didn't fancy his chances, etc. If Black moved c5, Carlsen evaluated the position thus. I think this position is in general still a little bit better for White, since his hanging pawns in the center are more likely to be weak than a dynamic strength because his pieces are not particularly active. Meanwhile, mine are well positioned to meet whatever he's going to do in the center. This prevents c5 and obliges Black to accept a rather passive but solid position. Black initiates a plan that will prove unsuccessful. Carlsen commented, "I was a little bit surprised by Queen d6 and said that he was expecting a different plan." This was the idea, to improve the placement of the bishop. Now he's trying to transfer the bishop to f5, after which his problems would be much less at least. I think it's a decent enough positional move, it just doesn't work. At least as far as I can see, said Carlsen. Logical, with the idea of continuing with bishop f5, but the idea will be unished. I was thinking for a while about this one, but I really couldn't see any good plan for him, so I decided just to go for it. If I manage to push you for e5, he will have serious positional problems, commented Carlsen. The defense queen d8 was suggested, but it isn't a significant improvement. If Black most b5 is also unsatisfactory, White can focus advantageously on the new weak point, c5. Of course, this advance must be justified tactically. What's the key move in Carlsen's plan? This is the key, but only in conjunction with the next move. It's pretty much gone, commented Carlsen. White recovers the pawn and wins another one, creating a pass pawn. Black's death throes would have been much longer after rook e7, bishop take d5, rook d8, as this wouldn't have allowed the invasion by the c1 rook, but it wouldn't have changed the result. Anand resigned here. After there's no hope for Black.
Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe.